Look at that. Hello, my lovelies. How's your evening been? That's so lackluster. I like the guy up here on the... Oh, wait, you're on my next one. Okay, so let's try that again for everybody else in the room. How you doing, DragonCon? That's the kind of enthusiasm we need. Why? Do you know where you came tonight? Are you lost? Did you find your way here accidentally? Well, you're in for a huge treat because this, my lovelies, is the fantasy dating game. So, the whole point of this, if you've ever seen a dating game, is that you will, in fact, watch this wonderful gentleman right here play a character that he will then attempt to woo one of these three women and also at the same time choose them. But the question is, will they choose him also? So, we have four amazing panelists that you will get to meet immediately after their Q&As. But for the moment, we're going to have them tell you about the characters that they're going to do. A few ground rules. Number one, you're welcome to hoot, holler, scream, laugh, giggle, please, as loudly as you wish to. But do not throw out obscenities just yet, because this one's for the YA crowd. So we're keeping it PG-13. Now the next panel, you want to go off? Let's go off, babies. All right? So, AJ Hartley, who's your character going to be this evening?
My character is going to be Will Hawthorne, who is an 18-year-old actor, come writer, and general screw-up.
All right. And...
Did I already blow it?
All right. Who's your character going to be?
My character is going to be Jakira from Deathless Dungeoneers. She is a Cadrian. I know I look like a demon, but Cadrian. Innkeeper who is just kind of down on her luck and fighting some monsters for fun.
And has lovely horns.
Lovely horns. In a tail, but I left it at home.
You actually have horns?
Okay. And who is your lovely character going to be?
Be not afraid. My name is Ari, and I'm really just here to learn and have a good time. I'm a celestial, but I'm about 17 in celestial age, which isn't the same as your, oh, wait a minute. I forgot time again. Is it, weeks? Oh, no, that's too short. Hours. Wait a minute, what's with the seasons? Is it years?
Years.
Oh, years, that's it.
Years.
It's nice to see you.
And look, she truly belongs here at DragonCon, under his googly eye. And Isabella, who are you going to be bringing us tonight?
I'm going to be Juliet, Marian Fontaine, who is the main character in my book, The Witch of Bellefleur. She is a telenovela actress turned witch. And yes, she's from Miami.
Oh my. Oh, we're in for a treat tonight, my lovelies. Yes. Under his googly eye must be 18. Please sign. So, with that wonderful reference, let's start a con cult. Are you ready for the fantasy dating game, ladies and gentlemen? All right. I am your host, General Leia. Hello.
Did I just lose the mic?
Yes.
Oh, there it goes again. Hello, can you hear me now? There we go. I am General Leia Organa Solo. You might remember me from such things as sliding down a trash chute, walking around with that great, wonderful walking carpet, or, well, that metal bikini that will never be spoken of again. So, this evening I have the wonderful pleasure of helping this fine young gentleman find a date for the evening, because, as you know, here on the Fantasy Literature Track, on Thursday we dress them up. On Friday, we throw them a party. On Saturday, we find them a date, and on Sunday, we make them boink. All right. So, that's a reference to Boy and King Beasties at 10 p.m. tomorrow night, if you didn't catch that. That's it. Will, why don't you ask the first question of our lovely lady contestants?
I have questions? Okay. What would be your ideal entertainment evening?
Oh, goodness. I mean, think just grabbing a good club and heading into the dungeon, smashing a couple monster faces and coming home and cooking that monster up in a stew, that would just be perfection.
That is my kind of lady.
Is it?
Yes. Walking carpet.
Oh.
Yes. Dungeons, sliding down chutes, trash chutes.
Is that the time?
Oh, he's not a scruffy looking, I've heard him.
I've already ruined it for everyone else.
So you said something about going clubbing?
Potentially. What do you mean by, monster clubbing? Dance
Clubs
clubbing?
where there are monsters? No. Not clubs where there are monsters, but using clubs on monsters.
Yes, perfect.
Ah, I see. It's good to know. Thank you. And could we have a response from the celestial strangeness?
Yes. What I love to do is go out with my best friend Ben and his girlfriend Mia, and they have such a good time, and it's great to watch them, but I feel like a fourth wheel. A third wheel. Well, I have four wheels, technically they're rigs. But they go to this club called Koto, and it is in the back room at the sushi restaurant. They only serve mocktails because everyone's under 21 who goes there, but it's the best Tuesday night ever. Wesley is always hitting on everybody. He's a werewolf. That's what happens. And that's tolerable, but he never even asked me to dance. I guess maybe I don't have legs, so they think I can't.
That sounds like a wheeling good time.
And this club that you go to, does this involve beating monsters to death as well?
Oh no, oh my goodness, they throw people out if they did something like that. As a matter of fact, Mateo's been tossed out a few times. He's kind of a bully.
And on that note, contestant number 3. You have a
There's
question
no
for me?
transporter beams in Star
There-
Trek.
there's-
It's not-
There are no transporters, no. What exactly is that?
It's a way for me to get that.
Oh, you want to make a mess around 12 parsecs. Well, I can call my husband. It's kind of hard to get him. He has a tendency to disappear,
Well, it would help if you knew what a parsec was.
What's a club? Okay.
Well, now that my hometown Bellfleur is under a magical dome, I'm stuck in South Beach, hanging out at the clubs and just waiting to go back into my hometown. So maybe a club in South Beach?
There's a lot of clubs amongst this group. Can we talk a little bit more about the kind of club you're using there?
Dance club. It's Miami. Just dancing.
Okay.
No clubbing.
Okay.
But there might be a magical
Dancing
fight
involved
involved.
clubbing.
Spiked mace club. for sure,
I had a feeling it might be.
Gem at the center. Usually I use a femur from a giant dire wolf.
Oh.
Actually.
So, to sum up the first question, clubbing monsters, road rage club, road something club, I'm not sure, wheels
Fourth
club,
wheel.
and the fourth wheel club, that's even better, and an actual club with actual music, but you have to figure out how to get under the dome.
Right.
All right. So let's think of our second round question, and while we do, let's get to know a little bit more about our contestants. Jakira, would you mind telling us exactly what is it that you found most interesting about looking for a guy?
Well, am I looking for a guy to pickpocket? Usually I try to find somebody who has a really large sack hanging off their side.
She meets a scoundrel.
What kind of guy am I looking for? Okay. Someone to take me out for a nice dinner. Still, a large sack hanging off his side. That's going to be the one who takes me to the nicest place.
Okay. And what exactly are you looking for then?
I'm looking for somebody who's fun and likes to learn new things and try all different things. Anyone who's really creative, I always have the best time, too, with someone who has a good sense of humor. If you can laugh at it, then you can live through it. That's what I always say.
So,
Car accidents.
out of curiosity, you mentioned boyfriend and friend.
Oh, yes, my best friend, Ben, his girlfriend, Mia, they're just so adorable. And I've never dated, and I kind of want to try it, but I really just don't know with who.
Okay, but with one, not with four? You're not looking for four wheels together?
Oh, no, goodness, I have
Thank you.
four. I have four. I don't, I'm not looking for person relationship. Oh, but that's different. No, but I'm not looking for that now. We have to start somewhere. One person is
You know what? I started
Do most
with
of
one,
your
I ended
dates
up
have
with two
wheels?
droids and a Wookiee.
That sounds very interesting. Maybe we should be talking to you. That sounds very interesting.
Oh, goodness, no. And what are you looking for in that?
I'm looking for a man who can hang out in the swamps with me. I like to hang out there a lot. And yes, I do have a three-legged alligator, Heathcliff, so he shouldn't be afraid of him. And yes, I have to go to the post office to get my mail because the postman will not come to my home anymore. And
Home being swamp.
yes, yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, with a three-legged alligator. And there is a huge evil witch trying to hunt me and take my soul. So we got to deal with that, but if that's not an issue, I'm cool.
Okay, so Will, got a little more information for you there. You get a second question for the ladies now.
Yes. If you were a cocktail, what would you be?
Now that's my kind of question.
And it doesn't have to be a name, just go through the ingredients.
Well, I already have a tail, so I don't understand the question. Sorry.
Something very bubbly. I'm not sure what exactly. Maybe one of those drinks that you're not sure what they put in it, but it's super bubbly.
Can you actually drink?
I don't eat or drink, but, well, I just like bubbly things. It's cool to watch the bubbles go up the side of the glass.
Okay.
I would be a café con leche from my aunt's diner because it's just delicious.
What? Sorry, I missed that.
A café con leche, coffee with milk.
Okay.
Café au lait.
All right, so we're looking at an actual tail, a drink you could actually drink, and coffee. I think you need a third question to take some time to figure this out.
Yeah.
Especially considering the fact that I don't think Tail understands quite exactly what's going on here.
Should we clarify the question?
I think so.
A fun drink. What kind of a personality are you? And if you were to decant your personality into a glass for other people to drink, what kind of ingredients would go into that, do you think?
Okay, well maybe some monster blood from the nearby dungeon region.
Delicious.
And then I'd probably mix it with a local mead.
Okay, we're closer. We're getting there. Mead.
That's where it stopped.
Yeah, me too.
So it's something you definitely find on Tatooine. All right, so ladies, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask him one question.
Oh, Sister Mary Frances.
You have a sister named Mary Frances. I have a brother named Luke.
What's your worst trait, Will?
What's my worst what, sorry?
Trait, Will.
My worst trait. I don't always think things through.
No, really?
Sometimes things seem like a good idea at the time, and then you find yourself in a situation where what you need is a set of lockpicks and a ladder, and you seem to not have them with you at the moment.
And that's what droids are for.
look on the bright side, so I'm going to ask Will, what is the best thing you ever did for another person?
For another person.
Oh, that's a nice question.
Does that
Sounds like she might be someone altruistic.
People with wheels and horns included?
Oh, no, any person. It could be any type of person.
Best thing I ever did for another person.
Yes.
I
Answer the
went
question.
back for them when they were all going to die. And I decided that maybe I should go help. But that took a lot of effort.
Wow. I get the feeling he's maybe dark side.
I went back for them. I did go back for them. I did help them.
There's nothing wrong with being left-hand path. I'm right-hand myself.
And on that note, Jakira.
I would have to ask, what's the biggest monster you've ever taken down? I mean, I gotta have a guy who knows how to take down a monster.
Oh, I have a feeling he probably has never seen a monster.
I saw a couple in book 2. The biggest monster I've ever taken down. I was instrumental in bringing down an entire empire garrison, which will appeal to you. Different empire, but still.
Who are you trying to woo here?
Did they blow up your home planet?
Well, we all live on the same planet, so that would be self-destructive, really.
Well, the empire is known to be self-destructive.
This is also true.
I have this feeling that maybe they're not the right ones for you.
I'm beginning to think so.
To be fair, we are kind of
How
young,
are
so
you with
that's
wheels?
okay.
Well, wheels like that or wheels like wheels? Like androids?
Whatever you got.
I have a droid that is a wheel. Well, ball. His name's BB-8. He's actually really cute. Kind of orange.
Not going to go there.
I digress. You know what? I do have a husband and a Wookiee. That
It's
said,
fine by me.
all right. One final question for the ladies.
Final question for the ladies. Perfect vacation destination. Where would you most like to take a week away from work, away from the humdrum reality of ordinary existence? What would you? Where can I whisk you off to?
Well, I was in New York just for a couple of hours after I defeated a bunch of evil witches, and if you'd like to go with me, we have to go through the Bahamas and underneath this magical underwater bizarre rusty ride to New York, but once we're there it'll be really fun, I promise you. And yes, you may get like bizarre sea life kind of falling on you, and you will be probably drenched by the time you get to New York, but it will be nice.
Are there rancors?
But we may be hunted, possibly, by evil
But when we
witches.
get to New York, it's actual New York so much as
It's New York City. It's New York
swamped
City.
New York.
No, it's New York City. But we know we may not be able to stay very long. Might be okay though. Would you like to go?
It sounds. I mean, it sounds. I'm guessing, based on some of the alternatives, I
should
think
be
it's going to be
nice.
something pretty good.
Should be nice.
Meanwhile,
I would really like to go with you to the Under, which is the realm of fairy, but I would want to go to the Goblin King's Lodge. It's a perpetual party over there, and everybody gets into it, even the ghosts. They're all flying up by the ceiling and having a good time. And of course, you have to be very careful, though, while you're there, not to ask them too many questions, because then you'll owe them your life and then your soul. But it doesn't apply to me, so I'll just get in the way.
Okay then.
that's kind of appeal. Okay.
All right, and for Jakira.
Well, I would really like to go to the Ease. It's a paradise realm. To get there, you kind of have to swim 2 miles underwater and fight a giant fish monster. But once you're there, it's white sand beaches and waterfalls, palm trees. It's really nice.
Monsters.
No, this is a break from the monsters.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Monsters.
All right, so to sum up your choices, Will, we have the possibility of going into a dome with witches. I'm assuming rancors would be involved, Dathomir or something along those lines. And clubbing with actual dancing. Four wheels, interesting droid there. But I've seen them with four wheels. With not a polyamorous relationship. With some sort of drink that is bubbly. And you can't drink. I'm sorry, speak into the microphone.
But she can't drink it.
She can drink it.
Can't drink it.
Yes. And blood, mead, monsters, and actual clubs. So, any of these tickle your fancy?
Your vacation spot is tempting, I must say, as is the possibility of whatever that was, the Goblin Realm thing, yes. But I think, is this my final decision?
It is your
my final decision. I'm going to have to go with Swamp Lady.
So this lovely couple has won a trip to Dagobah, the swamp planet. There they will meet a wonderful little green man who will talk in riddles and backwards, and probably not serve them anything they actually want to drink, while flashing weird lights and letting you dance. Yes. If this sounds like you enjoyed any of these characters, we're going to let the authors actually introduce themselves now and tell you where they can find their books.
So my name's AJ Hartley. I write mystery, thriller, fantasy, and sci-fi. I also write with Tom DeLonge of Blink-182. We do a sort of sci-fi X-Files-y series. And I have a YouTube channel dedicated to Japanese rock music.
Which, by the way, is actually phenomenal. It sounds weird, but it's really cool.
Hard act to follow, my goodness. My name is JD Astra, or Jess. I write sci-fi, fantasy, lit RPG, and sometimes I work on Disney hotels.
Now there's an interesting idea.
The Halcyon. I worked on the Disney Halcyon Hotel.
That's very cool.
It's very fun.
Halcyon's a great property. All right, next up.
I'm Dr. Perry, and my books are in the Revealed World, which is an open world urban fantasy, and all of my YA is Magic Academy. Ari is from a work in progress, but I do have 3 series that are completed out in that world. You can find all of my work on Amazon, and if you come up to me later, I have some bookmarks to give away.
Hello, my name
We
is...
love free stuff. Who loves Dragon Con swag? Thank you very much. Don't forget about the swag and seat and ribbon meetups. And our last panelist.
My name is Isabella Hardesty. You can find me at isabellahardesty.com. My books are available on Amazon, Kobo, and Nook. And I write young adult fantasy. Juliet is from The Witch of Bellefleur, which is under the series The Destroyer Witch Chronicles. And I have the postcards.
And while I guarantee you all of these books are phenomenal, none of them actually cross into the Star Wars universe. Thank you very much. That said, we're going to trade our panels out now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have you exit stage left, and our other panelists, if you would not mind, once they have exited, please take the stage. Now, all right, let's get a big round of applause for them. Yeah.